On today's podcast, we're going to talk about taking advantage of shutdowns and holidays, so stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. When you think about holidays, shutdowns, and people taking vacations at the end of the year, one of the things that you should think about is the lack of production and the lack of just bodies that are going to be in your facility. That means that you have all that much more time to go around and make sure that things are safe and organized and productive as possible. That means the physical things, such as just going around and making sure that lights are working correctly, safety lights such as exit signs and or safety lights are coming on as needed, that defibrillators, eye wash stations, chemical showers, fire, first aid, anything that has to do with safety equipment is in working order and up to date. Making sure that things like areas where there's congestion have the proper signage, making sure that pedestrians are safe, that horns are being honked with signage, just things like that. But then it also means going around and implementing the 5S methodology where everything has a place and just going through and making sure that everything is as safe, organized, and productive as possible, and that you're doing everything in a way that is going to be absolutely most beneficial. Sometimes it's very difficult to do that when production's running and or there's a lot of different staff around, because you can get underfoot, possibly delay things, and you just don't want to do that. I mean, think about putting down safety tape and signs with production, and then think about what it'd be like without production, and you know that the second is the much easier way to go. So just take advantage of these times when there's shutdown, when there's vacations, or when there's holidays and there's less people, to go around and, like I said, just make sure that you implement that 5S methodology and just make your facility as safe, productive, and organized as possible. You'll thank me. And now, a word from one of our sponsors.
You want an organized workspace. You want a safe and efficient way to lay out your shop or warehouse. But it takes forever to mask and paint the floor lines, only to watch them fade and smear and have to do it all over again. The solution? Mighty Line Tape. Mighty Line floor tape is simply the most durable floor tape available. It's 7 times thicker than most other floor tapes. It's beveled on the edges so it can handle an army of forklifts. And it comes up anytime with no scraping and no residue. Why mess with the mess and the fumes of floor paint when Mighty Line has the rolls, shapes, colors, and signs that fall right in line with 5S standards? There's a place for everything, and everything has its place. That's why we're here. There's only one American-made Mighty Line tape, the only durable stripe.
You can find the show notes to each episode, links to information mentioned on the vodcast, the social media platforms we're on, and anything else related to the vodcast at warehousesafetytips.com. And if you want to catch our podcast and or request a sample pack of Mighty Line, visit mightylinetape.com/safety tips. Thank you for watching Warehouse Safety Tips, and have a safe day.